We're back in Albuquerque, New Mexico, just prior to round number 2 in the 156-pound bout. From Little Rock, Arkansas, representing the state of Arkansas, 25-year-old Harold Britton. And he'll be opposed by 25-year-old meat cutter Jeff Nichols out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Round number 2, Jeff Nichols in the blue from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Harold Britton in the red from Little Rock, Arkansas, 156 pounds. Team competition on Sugar Ray's Golden Gloves. I'm Vern Lundquist along with Sugar Ray Leonard. And a fairly even match so far, Sugar Ray.
I would say it is, and it's, I think it's a surprise to a lot of people, the fact that Nichols just had 11 fights, and Britton has been fighting for a number of years. And they seem pretty well evenly matched.
Nichols points out that he's very dedicated to his amateur boxing career, so much so that he just quit a job because it was interfering with his training. He took another job where the hours were more flexible. It's another example of how much this sport can mean to these young men.
Oh, yes, they really want to win. They want to be champions, and they're willing to sacrifice something as major as a good job.
And, Ray, you got your starting Golden Gloves, and this is really the very basic beginning for professional boxing as well.
This is the basics. It all begins here.
1 minute remaining in round 2. 156-pound weight category. Harold Britton of Arkansas on the right, and Jeff Nichols on the left. Pretty good body shot by Britton to the ribs.
I noticed that overhand right that I was saying that Britton was trying to set up against Nichols had just landed. And here, he used his body just now.
Using his body, does that happen now when you get into the heavier weight categories?
Oh, well, some guys know, but some guys are inexperienced, and they really don't know how to utilize their body.
30 seconds remaining in round 2. Nichols fighting out of the corner in blue, and Harold Britton in red. Nichols trying to protect, Britton trying to get through, and succeeding upon occasion. Final 10 seconds of round number 2, and Britton seems to have assumed some leadership here. End of round 2 coming up. And that completes 2 rounds of boxing competition here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jeff Nichols and Harold Britton, and they'll sit down for a bit of a rest. Look at this.
Here's an interesting shot. Steve Henry's 125-pounder from New Mexico doing his homework.
Well, he's studying while his teammate Jeff Nichols is getting ready to go back to work. Nichols facing Harold Britton here in the 156-pound bout. And it's a fairly even match as the 2 boxers get ready for round number 3. And New Mexico has the lead over Arkansas at this point. Round 3, 156 pounds, Arkansas against New Mexico. From Arkansas, we have Harold Britton in the red, and from New Mexico, Jeff Nichols. 2 25-year-olds, the one more experienced than the other, but Ray, Nichols comes out throwing punches.
I think Nichols has that natural ability. And you see here, he's landing those overhand rights and those good combinations, but he's not putting his body behind it.
That is the key, huh?
It is the key.
Now Britton has withstood that flurry, at least momentarily. And here he comes. There's a good overhand right again by Britton.
Now what Britton should do now is should back up, get himself together again, and then come back with the same attack.
And the exhaustion may begin to tell on both these young men now. Jeff Nichols in blue and Harold Britton in red. During the course of this series, of course, we will bring you boxers, amateur Golden Gloves boxers from every part of the United States as they fight for team championship honors. It's team boxing. Every man who wins a match wins 1 point for his team. 1 minute remaining in the match.
Stop, stop, stop.
And a warning now. A command to stop, brother.
Down here. Bring it up. Box.
Put your hands up.
Britton has begun to telegraph his right hand. You see, that's all he's waiting for. Just trying to throw that overhand right, which is a major mistake because his opponent can see exactly what he's trying to do.
Oh, Jeff Nichols took a left that time. There's a right, and Harold Britton is really scoring now. There were 3 solid punches in the corner. 30 seconds remaining in the bout. Britton with a good left. The left jab, there comes the overhand right. He didn't really connect with that one.
Well, what Nichols should do now is to bring his punches under now. Well, I think Britton heard me. He's beginning to throw his punches under now.
This has been the most active round. It's a good fight. 10 seconds remaining. Jeff Nichols in blue and Harold Britton from Little Rock, Arkansas in red. 5 seconds remaining. Who'll win it? We'll see. Bell sounds, and the 2 fighters wind up still throwing leather at one another and showing respect for each other. Jeff Nichols of New Mexico and Harold Britton out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Ray, take a look at this.
Let's take a look at some action of the final seconds of the last round where Harold Britton decides to do a little bit more damage than Jeff Nichols.
That may have been enough to get him the decision. Let's find out right now. Harold Britton wins it, perhaps with that decisive third-round effort, and he defeats Jeff Nichols. So Britton's victory has given Arkansas its first victory in the competition. New Mexico.